What's up, guys? Today we're diving into Back as Immortal Lord Episode 2. And trust me, this episode is absolutely insane. So the episode starts with an intense fight already going on between Yang King and Qingyan. Yang King looks at Qingyan and says, "Yun Qingyan, prepare to die." And just like that, the battle begins. Yang King starts launching one attack after another, relentlessly going at Qingyan. But here's the crazy part. Qingyan is dodging every single move effortlessly. It's like he's barely even trying. Meanwhile, the disciples standing behind them are watching the fight unfold. One of them says, "I heard Qingyan decline to the third phase of the star state. No wonder he can only dodge." And while they're underestimating him, the fight just keeps getting more intense. Suddenly, Qingyan lands a palm strike and pushes Yang King backward. The fight immediately turns into close hand-to-hand combat. Then Qingyan grabs Yang King's wrist and notices something important. On his sword, there's the mark of the Lin clan. At that moment, Qingyan thinks, so my suspicion was right. He's a traitor. He then says out loud, "Your sword skills and techniques look very similar to theirs." Yang King snaps back. "What nonsense are you talking about?" Qingyan replies coldly, "You Lin clan lapdog. You betrayed your own family. And now that you've committed this crime, your death is inevitable." And after that, Qingyan performs his attack Sky Slash. The spiritual pressure from this move is so overwhelming that even the disciples watching nearby struggle to stay standing. Yang King, filled with rage, shouts, "You should have never come back." And then he unleashes his technique, 1,000 dancing serpents. Out of nowhere, countless water serpents appear and rush toward Qingyan. Qingyan calmly counters the attack with his sword. Yang King panics and yells, "How are you stopping this? The spiritual power of my serpent swords is weakening." Qingyan replies calmly, "If your foundation is weak, even the strongest technique can't save you." And then, with a single devastating strike, Qingyan destroys the entire attack. The impact sends Yang King flying backward. The serpents disappear. His sword shatters into pieces. And before Yang King can even react, Qingyan performs a powerful fire attack, completely burning him to ashes. Yang King's father rushes to the burnt body that has now turned into ash. His father stands there in shock. The elder behind him says, "You lied to us. You said you were in the third phase." Qingyan responds, "Oh, I forgot to tell that. Few days ago, I reached the fourth phase of Star Realm." Yang King's father shouts, "That's impossible. Yang King was 3 phases higher than you. There's no way you defeated him." Another elder accuses him, "You must have used forbidden techniques." Qingyan calmly replies, "You're already this shocked? Don't you know talent matters more than cultivation level? My talent was far superior to Yang King's. And Yang King's foundation was weak, so he got defeated. Even though he reached the 7th phase, he was only 7th phase in name. His real strength was much weaker." Yang King's father angrily slams his stick on the ground. The ashes scatter into the air, making the elders cough. Then Qingyan says coldly, "Your bastard son will never bother you again." Suddenly, his expression changes completely and said, "Stop hiding, come out." A hidden person appears in a chariot and says, "Brilliant." When Yunxuan sees him, she becomes visibly frightened. Qingyan notices her reaction and thinks, "This must be the one who hurt Yunxuan the most." Qingyan says, "Lin Beihua, the famous young master of the Lin clan from Tianyu City. What brings you here? Came to our house for tea?" Lin Beihua replies, "In 3 days, I will fight you on behalf of the Lin clan." Qingyan responds, "So Yang King was a bad apple planted by you? Are you here for revenge?" Lin smirks, "I'm not that foolish. It's simple. If I lose, I'll give you my dark steel. But if you lose, you must give me your spiritual herbal garden." Qingyan says, "So you want our family's main source of income? Fine, I accept, but on one condition. You will kneel and apologize to Yunxuan 100 times. And right in front of him, Qingyan crushes the dark steel. Lin says angrily, "Why should I apologize to Yunxuan?" Qingyan stares at him with overwhelming spiritual pressure. Lin actually feels fear. In his mind, he thinks, Qingyan has changed. He's not the same as before. Qingyan then leaves. The elders begin arguing among themselves. "He wagered the Yun clan's spiritual garden without consulting us. Why didn't anyone stop him?" Another elder says, "Because of our negligence, we may suffer huge losses." The scene then shifts. Qingyan is calmly talking to himself while taking bath, as if calculating something in his mind. He says, "If I grind these 2 herbs together and mix them directly, the result will be extremely poisonous." Then he continues thinking deeper. "But if I combine them with 7 treasure fluid and mix it with the hot spring water of Fairy Peak, and then use it for taking bath, it will turn into medicine and enhance my techniques instead." This shows just how knowledgeable Qingyan is. The same ingredients that can become deadly poison can also become powerful medicine. It all depends on how they are used. Suddenly, a pink leaf gently floats in through the window. The atmosphere changes. A woman appears silently behind him and says in a soft voice, "Do you remember? After cultivation, you used to get exhausted, and I used to massage you like this, and you enjoyed it." At this moment, we find out that this woman is Qingyan's childhood friend and first love Xiaoyan, who is now the new young lady of the powerful Ouyang family in the imperial city. But Qingyan's expression turns cold. He says, "You left me for a luxurious life and married someone else. Why are you here now?" His voice carries no emotion. Xiaoyan replies with tears in her eyes, "My family forced me. I had no choice. I still love you. Will you accept me?" But Qingyan doesn't waver. "Don't humiliate yourself. It's late. Leave." She pleads desperately. "Please, let me stay." Qingyan's tone hardens. "Don't force me to say something harsh." She warns him emotionally. "You'll regret this." And Qingyan replies coldly, "If you don't leave, you will regret it." With that, she finally leaves. After she's gone, Qingyan thinks to himself, "How did I fall in love with such an ordinary woman 3,000 years ago?" It's clear that after living for thousands of years, his perspective on emotions has completely changed. But just then, his expression sharpens. He senses someone secretly spying outside his gate. The next morning, Qingyan is cultivating peacefully. After some time, he says, "I'm tired. Let's see who was making noise last night." He steps outside, and what he sees is shocking. A warrior is sitting casually on top of several defeated men, who are lying beaten beneath him. This man is Yun Meng, known across the region as the Thousand-Hand Butcher, and the first killer of the Yun clan, and he's none other than Qingyan's uncle. Qingyan smiles slightly and says, "Long time no see, Uncle Meng. How are you?" Uncle Meng immediately bows and replies respectfully, "Sorry, master. I arrived late." Qingyan calmly says, "You killed many people last night." Uncle Meng responds confidently, "I didn't even use my weapon." Now we get a flashback of the previous night. Uncle Meng suddenly appeared behind those men. The moment they saw him, they panicked. Some were so terrified that they fainted on the spot. These men were actually disciples sent by the elders to spy on Qingyan. Uncle Meng tells them, "I'll fight you without using my weapon." He then tucks his hands under his arms, not even using them, and defeats them effortlessly using their own weapons. We return to the present. Qingyan says, "These were Grand Elder's disciples? How foolish. Good thing you didn't use your weapon. Otherwise, you might have died." Uncle Meng is shocked. "What are you saying?" Qingyan calmly replies, "Come inside. I'll explain." Inside the room, Qingyan starts preparing pills. Uncle Meng looks surprised and asks, "When did you learn alchemy?" "In Tianyu City, fewer than 100 people can refine pills." Qingyan answers, "We'll discuss that later. First, tell me, do you trust me?" Without hesitation, Uncle Meng says yes. He recalls how Qingyan's father once saved him from wolves on Mount Langya, and how he swore lifelong loyalty to the Yun clan. Qingyan then explains something shocking. Because Uncle Meng has killed hundreds of people, their souls have created karmic burdens that blocked his key meridians. These blocked meridians are preventing him from breaking through in cultivation. His spiritual qi recovers extremely slowly. If he had used his weapon last night, he could have completely drained his qi and possibly died. The pills Qingyan is preparing are meant to fix this deep-rooted problem. Qingyan warns him seriously, "This process will cause immense pain. If you endure it, you will survive and recover. If you fail, you may die." He begins the procedure, applying the pills directly to the meridian pulse points. Uncle Meng screams in pain. His body feels like it's burning from the inside, but he gathers his spiritual qi at his pulse points, just as Qingyan instructed. After extreme suffering, he succeeds. His body stabilizes. He feels better than before. Uncle Meng is amazed and says that there is no alchemist on the entire continent who can compare to the master. Qingyan then writes down a medicine prescription and gives it to him to further enhance his cultivation. After that, Qingyan leaves for the city. The scene shifts to Dongsheng restaurant. Qingyan meets Yun Fei, the daughter of the third elder, a kind-hearted and innocent girl. She smiles and says, "You're late. The food is getting cold." Qingyan replies that he had something to handle on the way. She then playfully asks him to guess which dish she cooked. Qingyan tastes the fish and says, "This one is burnt. You made it." They begin having a cute and playful argument, but suddenly the atmosphere turns tense. The elders enter the restaurant. Yun Feifei's father angrily says, "How dare you host a feast without my permission?" She confidently replies, "It's my restaurant. I invited Qingyan." "What's wrong with that?" The chief elder then says, "Yun Fei, go home. We need to speak with Qingyan privately." She refuses at first, but Qingyan calmly tells her to wait outside for him. After she leaves, Qingyan casually picks up dessert and says, "The dessert is quite good. Why don't you try some?" But the elders are not there to eat. One of them says coldly, "You committed a grave crime by killing Yang King. We are here to punish you. You will not survive today." And without hesitation, all the elders attack Qingyan at once. And that is exactly where episode 2 ends.